Every day is different in law enforcement. What I mean by that is basically you can never predict what's going to happen. I'm grateful for just being a role model for the community, especially for my family. They do look up to me, and the fact is people still see you as one of the good guys out there.
Okay, I got a email from Greg. You got to do that rifle call as soon as you can. You're a rifle guy, yeah.
I already did it.
Did it? What else you got to get planned after that?
The purpose of shift briefing is basically to tell the officers about the prior incidents that may have took place, whether the day before or, of course, what happened maybe a couple hours before they even came in, just so they know what to be aware of.
South Holland advised items were stolen from inside her storage unit. Lock was not damaged.
It's nice to have a heads up during briefing to see what affected the prior shift before, or exactly what kind of arrest they made, and then see if you could possibly go above and beyond that.
Go ahead. At the same RD for 186 and Sherman.
10-4. School checks, they're important just like the business checks. We have several schools in town. It's not only to say, hey, hi, how's it going, see how their day is going. Maybe someone's having a bad day, line them up for a little bit. But the fact is we're actually walking around trying to learn the floor plan just in case it's a worst case scenario. We have to go in. If we already have a pre-notion of where the floors are, where's the principal's office, stuff like that, we could go straight to it instead of playing a guessing game, and minimizes the downtime of where's this room at, where's this at. Instead of asking the questions, you could just go right to whatever the threat is or the issue. Things we stress here, of course, at Lansing PD is community policing. I mean, back in the day, the officers, they got out the car, they walked around, they actually knew almost every single neighbor on the block or in the, certain neighborhoods and whatnot. We are going back to that, which is a good thing. We are very proactive. You'll see a lot of officers walking around actually doing the business checks. We just want to make sure that we do have that good, positive community relationship with them. We have unlimited range use. The way the department views it is basically we have our officers very proficient in the firearms they carry, so whatever they intend to shoot, they do hit the target and don't miss. We do the drills to where basically if there's like a misfire or a misfeed of any nature, the officer knows how to get back into the fight. Quick reloads, tactical reloads, also drills to where you identify what a target is and what a target is not. What I mean by that is make sure you could identify the threat, okay? Because everyone out here is not the enemy. You have to be clearly able to see both hands, immediate threat, full body silhouette to understand what the actual threat is. They try to get us in here as much as possible. Usually when officers are off shift, there's always someone trying to get the guys together, just have a couple shoots out here to be very proficient in the drills we do. It doesn't have to necessarily be regulated by the department. We do have a range safety officer, and of course when we're out here, we just want to be safe.
Vehicle over here didn't use his turn signal. I'm gonna see what's going on for a second. Lansing 357 traffic stop.
357.
The purpose of having these traffic stops is just the officers observing something that's just out of the ordinary, or they're just breaking some kind of Illinois vehicle code violation. Not wearing a seatbelt, talking on a cell phone while driving, not using their turn signals.
I pulled you over today, just kind of weaving in and out of the lanes over there. You failed to use your right turn signal. Where are you heading to right now?
I just heading home.
Okay.
Some of the safety precautions that I take, of course, I'm always keeping my eye on, who's ever in the vehicle. Any sudden movements will kind of throw red flags. 9 times out of 10, we're not there to arrest you. We're just trying to figure out what's going on in your mind and what happened and what's wrong with your vehicle at that time of the stop.
Other than that, man, you're free to go. Have a nice day, all right?
I would say roughly for every maybe 15, 20 minutes of fun. You get about an hour of paperwork to go with it. Everything has to be documented from the start of, the moment you arrived all the way to the end of it, okay? Because police reports are very important. Not only do they are official document, the fact is they could end up in court. The testimony that you put on there with statements of he said, she said, it could follow you in the long run. You might not see it right away, but it could come a couple years down when someone's like, well, this is what the police report says, and I want something to be done, with it. So we try to document it very thoroughly. Supervisors, they are on us to make sure that everything is in order and everything sounds correct. We don't just take reports and just say, okay, nice, nice for you to come in, high five, we'll see you in another day. We do have to do the full blown follow-up investigation. If something we can't handle on a patrol level right away, we work with our detectives hands in hand, and they make sure the job gets done. To be honest, I like to go home the same way I started work. I like to put it all out on the line to actually say that I did my job. Like any other job, it has its ups and downs. One thing I take away, it was a great transition going from the military life. Once I got out, I needed something very comparable. The brotherhood and sisterhood of law enforcement is phenomenal. It's great to know that people have your back out on the streets, and also when you need a helping hand, just ask. We're all brothers and sisters in this, and we just want to make sure we all go home at the end of the shift and we put our 110% every single day. We wear this uniform.